Today we're at the massive brand new skate park at Seymour Shore Park in Miranda. This park was designed by Playce and Baseplate Design and built by Revolution Action Sports Concepts. Now the council put in $2.7 million towards the project here, and the government put in $4.75 million. So the total amount of money that went into building this park is almost $7.5 million, and you can see it here in the design and all of the features here. So this is the top of the skate park here, and it runs all the way downhill in one lane section, and then the two bowls are off to the side over there. So on this side of the top, we've got a roll-in that leads into a nice round rail here, and then there's a kink rail, but that one's square, which is okay. They've compensated and made a round rail here. And then there's a 2-flat-2 double set here with out ledges on each side. But even off to the side here, there's a 3-stair with an out ledge and then a little hubber as well. There's a 2-stair up the top there, and this is the run-up section for, I guess, the big section of the skate park. I believe it's a 6-stair hubber and a rail, roll in on this side. The rail and the hubber have good dimensions as well. They're long and they're high, but they're mellow. On the other side of the hubber, there's a quarter pipe. So if you are skating this out ledge on this side, you have to gap to flat, or maybe grinding down, that would be sick too. In the middle of the skate park, there's a nice manual pad with a ledge that goes over the top of it as well. Pyramid hip, so you can hit it from all different angles or go over the top, and a nice long flat bar that I'm gonna have a lot of fun on over there. And then down the bottom section, if you're skating this way, you can do wally to out ledge or just hit the out ledge, skate the ledge into the bank. There's slappy ledges down this bank as well. A cool square granite ledge with manual pad and little out ledges over there too, and more slappy curves on the other side. This quarter pipe down the bottom doesn't actually have coping on it. It's like a granite angle that they've put there, which is really sick. And when you grind it, the sound that it makes is sick too. And down from that, there's even this ride-on ledge here on the garden side. So even on this pathway of the skate park, there's so many different ledges you can hit all the way along down here too. Plus, if you really want to get gnarly, you can get your speed, come up the bank here, and then send it down these stairs. It's like a 9-stair, but it's actually skatable, so I'm sure someone's gonna hit it. Now the bowls that are here are sick, and as usual, I'm not gonna be able to skate them because I suck at transition, but I'm still gonna show you. But this big one here is actually pretty gnarly. I think it's about the height of the deep end in the Sydney Park Bowl. So there's pool coping all the way around. That's, I guess, the smaller part, and then it drops down to a bigger section, and then this part here is the even bigger section. But these sidewalls are massive. You could fit a house inside here, it's so deep. Then on the other end of the big bowl, you've got the smaller bowl, which is much more my size. It has actual metal coping around most of it, except for the extension up there. It's got pool tile as well. I'm looking so forward to skating the rest of this park. So I'm gonna get into that now, try and get a trick on every obstacle, talk about the positives and the negatives, and then all the facilities that are here. So let's get into the skate. This new park is actually so good. I wish I had more time to skate, but I only had a 2-hour window and it was getting really hot, so that's all I could manage to do for this day, but I'm definitely planning to go back. So positives are what I've already said. There is a massive assortment of ledges, rails, manual pads, stairs, quarter pipes, kickers, pyramid box, the 2 bowls off to the side, so there's literally something for everyone. The park is so diverse. The dimensions of everything is really good too. The handrail and the hubber is nice, the other down rails, the long flat bar is the perfect length and it's the right height as well. The park is pretty open and there's lots of room between obstacles, so it's not like one of those parks where you land a trick on something and then you're about to run into the next obstacle because they're too close together. Everything's spread out pretty nicely. Now I've got a few negatives about this skate park, but before I even skated this place, I was hearing that the ground was really rough. I talked to Darren, one of the guys that works at Baseplate Design, and he was saying that with the tiled pavements, they couldn't have them polished because they're too slippery and icy, especially if a little bit of dust or water gets on the ground. So they had to sandblast all the tiles there to make them a bit harsher, which feels smooth anyway. It's not even rough at all. The skate park felt like an actual street spot, like a nice street plaza. It felt really nice to roll across those tiles. The only time I had trouble is when I tried to board side the rail. I went to slide on the ground and I didn't actually slide. You could see my body kind of like grinded along the ground and came to a stop. But Darren said that the ground will become smoother over time, and it's very similar to Martin Place Plaza. If any of you guys know that spot, the ground is like the ground there, which is really nice anyway. But I've got 2 of my own negatives, one of them being that the kink rail is square. I would have much rather the kink rail be the round rail and then the other down rail be square. This is just personal because for me it's a lot harder for me to hold my grinds on the square rail because you have to pinch it so sharply on the side. So if I had it my way, I would have made the kink rail round and the other down rail square. The other negative is that the pyramid is just a bit too small. It feels too whippy, and me and Jeff were losing our pop when we were trying to do flip tricks over the side of the pyramid. So it's pretty short and the top of it comes up quick, so if you don't snap quickly, you're going to roll over the top and miss your pop. That's not a massive negative, but it did take a lot of time for us to adjust our timing of the pop to get it right to be able to skate that pyramid properly. This park only did just open up last week, so obviously there's a lot of hype around it and a lot of people are trying to get there. So choose which time you go to this park wisely, but at least for the next few months, I would expect it to be super busy no matter what time and what day you go. But a massive positive that could help this problem is that the lights are on until 10 p.m. at this skate park. So if you're a local or you're keen to trek out towards this skate park, you can probably get a pretty decent skate in at nighttime. So there's lots of street parking at this skate park, or you can head across the road and park at the Miranda Mall there. There's lots of places where you can get food and drinks and everything in there. There's toilets in there. There's lots of shade scattered around the park, and there's water bubblers as well. And the location of this skate park is about a 40-minute drive from Sydney CBD. Or if you're on the train, you can catch the train to Miranda Station, and it's about a 10-minute ride from the station to this skate park. So I'm impressed with this park. I'm super keen to go back. I'm going to try and go there this weekend at nighttime. I definitely recommend you checking out this park. This is like the biggest skate park of Sydney this year. A lot of money's gone into it, a lot of time planning and designing it, and it came out pretty sick. If you enjoyed this video, check out my most recent skate park review video right here. Let me know which skate park you guys want to see me do next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.